back. Sorry about that. It turns out the microphone was
facing the wrong way.
Yeah. Sorry. sorry. Let's just play the game. Sorry, I'm in kind of a... I'll get out of this mood in a second. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of frustrated at myself.
It's okay. Happens to everybody.
Yeah, I know, but...
Can you move your camera a little bit? I think I got messed up when we were messing with stuff. There you go.
Okay, let's play this game. Here. And more Neverland. Let's do it. Birth by Sleep Team. Alright, here we go. I do apologize that took a while, but the stream is now working, so, yeah, I didn't send out a tweet for this one because it's like, oh, there's no need to. So, yeah. Well, I mean, I already sent out the tweet. Technically, the tweet already went out, so, yeah. Here we go.
Making sure your audio is still good. Hey, all better. So, this is the Neverland stuff.
Yep.
Ooh, big jellyfish.
Fuck!
So have you been playing on the... Did you go to the lower difficulty, or did you continue to play on, like, the normal one?
No, this is still normal.
Oh, nice. I like the little mushroom guys.
Those are called jelly shades.
Ooh. That made me think of like some early aughts invention or something. Like jelly shades is like a... Remember gel shoes? Remember those like I guess you'd have to be a little girl in the 90s and have those horrible sandals.
Right.
They were like just plastic, see-through, glittery sandals. It made me think of like shades that are like for your window, but they're made out of like glittery gel.
That's pretty funny. Ow. Oh.
So you just turn down the blinds, it turns the whole room pink, or disco ball or something.
Sure. That sounds fun.
It's a big mood changer.
Okay, what have we got here?
Well,
now there's Ventus.
Peter Pan's here. The thing he's holding doesn't really look like a little knife. It looks like a conductor's baton. It's like so thin.
For this game, that seems appropriate.
Yeah, but I think it's just a little knife that he always has.
It is.
Which looks more like a steak knife than, you know, anything else. Here come the jelly shades.
I forget what that big one is called.
Big friend.
No, it's not.
Big anemone.
And then these little common unversed, the ones that look like shadows, those are called floods.
Huh. Oh right, you're printing. These are Unversed.
Yes, because this is Birth by Sleep.
I don't know how I feel about them being like, let's do Peter Pan, but especially the teepee part of it.
Yeah.
I should have really like just left that part out. That's like the part of Peter Pan that is like, ooh, Disney, not cool.
Yeah.
Bit caricature-y.
Yeah.
Bit racist.
A little bit.
But a little bit, a lot of it. But you know, I digress.
Yeah.
I think they just were like really hard on all the music for these games, and they didn't have to.
Yeah. Yoko Shimomura is and is incredible. That's what I've learned
For
from
real.
all this. Her and Takaharu Ishimoto, who also has done music for specifically Birth by Sleep, but has also helped compose for Dream Drop Distance and Kingdom Hearts 3. As well as like several others who did new arrangements of older songs in for 3, which are great.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh.
You okay?
Yeah, just my face hurts. It's like really stiff right here. I'm wondering, I used to get like a this thing called a MRSA over there sometimes. So is this the whole game? Hello.
Yeah,
hey,
it's
Rage.
just a little
Hey,
rhythm game.
Yeah, it's just a rhythm game. But it's a fun game.
Apparently at the end though, there's some real big cutscene that's supposed to contribute to the
plot.
lore.
I mean, I welcome that.
Ooh, spooky.
Ooh. Boy, I hope I didn't miss any plot. No, you haven't. We did have to start over the stream because I had Kaylee's microphone facing the wrong way.
Yeah, it took us a long time to figure that out.
Because I'm stupid.
Well, I think collectively we share one brain cell, so.
Ooh,
And neither of us had it. We lent it out to Poe a while ago.
I just like to point out, I really love this music. This is the Disney boss fight music that was introduced in Cage 2. And it's like, we're going to, speaking of boss fights, looks like we're going to fight Maleficent.
Yeah. She's evil.
But she doesn't do much.
No.
Not since...
I didn't watch you do the other boss fights. This is kind of interesting.
You were there for Ansem.
Yeah, kinda. Not in like, not mentally. Physically, yes. You ever just like lose like entire like like segments of time? You just stare up into space a little bit too long, and then everything is like comes back around, and you're like, oh, I have no idea what happened in the last 5 minutes. Did that happen to you? Just like a little blackout?
Yeah, sometimes.
It used to happen to me more when I was really, really stressed. And so like I remember doing like theater stuff, and I would be in like I do like tech for theater. So I did the frickin' stage management stuff, and I was assistant stage manager, and the stage manager sent me this cue through a little like headsets, and I had to get the cue just right, and we done the show and close the curtain and show. But
Lemon sometimes does that during class.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. I've come to realize that it's I've just been like hanging out with untreated ADHD for my whole life, and so that's fun. But no, the thing was like when he would send me the signal for the cue to tell the curtain to close, I would black out and like not hear him tell me the signal because I would be so focused on making sure the finale went off.
I think I did alright that time.
They got so frustrated with me, they gave the guy who makes the curtains close a headset of his own so they could just give cues to him directly.
Is this for Drowsy?
Yeah, this is for... do you remember Jeff Jones got his own headset?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, because...
And you guys were,
It's a Drowsy chaperone.
No, and Jeff Jones was coming up with all the different, like, Oops Girl, titles.
Oh, yeah, it was just a running gag in the show.
Yeah.
Or whatever, it was dumb.
Yeah. May he rest in peace. Good man.
Yeah.
Good man.
He was a good friend of ours. He
Yeah.
passed away a couple years ago.
Yeah. Okay, back to this. Anyway, so yeah. We did that. God, I wish Maleficent would actually do something.
She just did.
She would. Okay, but like, of anything that disappointed me in Kingdom Hearts 3, it was her. You know?
Well, what a disappointment.
Yeah, like they're just setting her up for the later stuff, which is like, okay, but let her do something.
Yeah. Nope, guess not.
Ugh.
I always thought it was kind of interesting how she was in charge in like the first game, because I was always like, I feel like other people would want to be in charge.
It looks like we can skip straight to KH3 after this, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna
Tangled.
We're gonna go to Dream Drop Distance after this.
Let's go to Tangled.
No. not yet.
Aww.
I want to do it in order.
But I like Tangled.
So do I, but.
I have a dream.
Oh, yes! It's time to feel the edge! This is Vanitas' theme.
Oh, ride that edge.
Yeah.
Off into the the tornadoes. What is that?
Yeah. Those contain Unversed.
Okay, cool.
It's a thing in Birth by Sleep whenever you come to the Keyblade Graveyard.
They create wind. We live in tornado country.
Okay. So far, this is my favorite level.
You have any weird tornado stories? I feel like we never got hit by any of them.
No.
Like, we always had to be in the basement, like, every season for something. But, you know, sometimes me and my dad would sit on the front porch and kind of look at the green clouds. You know what I mean? Because they get kind of green.
Yes.
Midwest life.
Damn it, I just broke my chain.
I hope they would have added something about the Maleficent movie. Yeah, I kind of did. I would hope too, but like...
I personally don't. Oh, no, don't get me wrong, I like the Maleficent movie. I want to point that out right here. But I don't think it would work for this story.
Well, they'd already established a lot of stuff before that movie came out, so... about the character, so...
Yes.
in this context. I like the movie, though.
Oh yeah, no, that movie's great.
I still haven't seen the second one.
No, neither have I.
I'll have to watch it sometime.
Let's just see if it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it might be. Like, I guess they can't just make Aurora's father from the old movie a jerk out of nowhere. Yeah. Also, Kingdom Hearts has never had him appear in the first place.
No.
Because Kingdom Hearts is not great at
NPCs.
NPCs.
Well, Kingdom Hearts 3 is great at NPCs.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is like, oh, we heard you like NPCs, so we put in some for you.
But
like in the first game when you're like in Olympus or whatever and you're doing the Coliseum
and
stuff.
you're getting cheers, but there's no one there.
Yeah, there's nobody there. Cheers from nowhere.
I mean, it's worse in Birth by Sleep because you hear the cheers. And like, or in Kingdom Hearts 2, it's my favorite because that's when the Hydra destroys the Coliseum and Herc's like, I left everyone unprotected. There was no one there. At worst, you left Phil unprotected and he went to the underworld, so he was fine. Megara was fine. Pegasus was fine. It was fine.
It cracks me up when they like act like there's other people here. No, there ain't. You didn't put them in.
Well, I mean, my theory has always been that, oh, all those other people, they're just heartless.
Oof.
Well, we see that happen. We've seen people get turned into heartless occasionally. Like
In the first game we do, yeah.
We see one person get turned into a heartless. That one guy in Traverse Town.
Traverse Town's like the only place that has NPCs.
Yes. Well, actually, if you go back to Agrabah, if you explore Agrabah right after you beat it, you'll find a couple of NPCs that are like reskins of some of the ones in Traverse Town, and one that's a reskin of Waka. But what I was also gonna say is that you do see people get turned into heartless in Kingdom Hearts 2. In Land of Dragons. Whenever they're coming back from the mountain,
yeah.
those three guys that were following Shang, they just straight up turn into Heartless, and it's kind of terrifying. It's like, oh fuck.
Right.
The drama would be delightful. In the manga, it's quite graphic, that first Heartless casualty.
Oof.
Yeah, it's very different, too, because it's a woman who's, like, kind of coming on, who's like, hey, kid, first time in Traverse Town, and she's, like, in a dress and everything, and Sora's like, I feel uncomfortable right now. Heartless comes out of nowhere, steals her heart, and she, you know, kicks the bucket.
I don't like any of that.
No, it's weird.
That's an awkward time.
Yeah. Ooh, Rage Awakened. This is Terra's, or the Lingering Wills, fight theme. Which is technically Terra. It's his mind.
It's his stand.
Kinda. No, Terra is Ansem's stand.
Oh, right.
As we found out.
What a weird time.
That makes sense.
I guess.
This theme is the bane of many people's existence because of the Lingering Will fight in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix.
Ah.
Because for the longest time, that was the hardest boss fight in Kingdom Hearts. And then Birth by Sleep happened. And they introduced a bunch of hard fights.
Yeah. That was a really hard game.
Yeah, but it has some exploitable, broken mechanics.
Oh, so the theory turned out to be right. Nice. The theory about... what? Oh, I think about Terra. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a fun one too.
Seeker of Darkness stand thing. Yeah. That's because they're like combined people.
Yes.
It's like Terra's stand.
That's where Terra's heart
Terra's
went.
Heartless.
Yeah, like whenever you face off against Terra's Xehanort in KH3 and you finish him, and you defeat him, there's this awesome cutscene that happens where Terra like rips off the bandages over the Guardian's mouth, because he is he's the Guardian that's protecting Ansem and Terranort all the time. And he like saves Aqua and Ven, and it's just so cool because he just wrecks Terranort. He wrecks Xehanort. It's so good. I was just like, the entire time I was like, oh hell yes. Yes. I know there's a lot of complaints about KH3, but I personally love that game. I thought it was good.
I had fun.
So what's this one? Oh, okay. This one makes sense.
Black powder.
This plays whenever you face Braig or Zigbar as Terra for the first time, and then it plays throughout most of the Keyblade graveyard.
Did we ever figure out what the hell Kingdom Hearts is?
Is
it a moon? Is it a door? Is it a...
It's the center of all things.
What does it mean?
It's basically the core of their universe. And it's the source of everything.
It's very ambiguous.
It's basically God.
Okay. I feel like that's never fully explained, and it's always like kind of portrayed as something different in every game.
Yes.
It's a concept.
It really is a concept. It's like
sympathy or family. Yeah. Kingdom Hearts is just a feeling that you get when you're alone and you look at the sky and the moon is shaped like a heart or maybe a big pizza pie. That's Kingdom Hearts. I'm very funny.
You are.
So funny.
If you want to see more hilarious jokes, you check out Kaylee's stream tomorrow at Ukulele Kaylee at, what was it, 1 p.m. Central Time?
Yeah, 1 p.m.
Yeah, she'll be playing Slay the Spire, so go check that out. I'll probably be there to provide tech support. because I'm the only one who knows how to run OBS.
Just you, me, and Cage. It's all about the hearts. Quite the plateau. Is that what that is? A plateau?
It's man-made. Xehanort made that plateau.
I don't know if that's what I was asking, but yeah, okay. Just wasn't sure if I was using the word plateau correctly.
I think you were.
I think I was too. Remember when you were like in elementary school and you had to name all the different like geographic features? It was like plateaus, a strait, a lake, an ocean.
I think that might have been a perfect run.
Full chain?
Yep, full chain. Sweet. Gage, hey, you guys should kiss. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I see what you're referencing there first too, yeah. Oh yeah, Lemon, I looked it up. Yeah, the Heartless didn't exist until Xehanort brought them over. Because, like, the Heartless that the people fight in the mobile game are projections.
What?
And not real.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean they're projections?
Okay, so there's this thing called the Book of Prophecies.
Good for it.
It knows the future. It can create projections of things that happen in the future.
So it's the mobile game in the future or the past?
It's in the past. But it's in the past. But it can create projections of other worlds.
Master Xehanort's plan was revealed at last. Terra, Aqua, and Ventus entered into a grueling final battle.
You'll hurt yourself.
I'm hurt already.
As they fought, Xehanort summoned Kingdom Hearts.
As he does. In like every game.
Terra's body became a vessel for Xehanort, but his lingering will and devotion to Aqua and Ventus remained attached to his armor.
And just stood there.
Even knowing that his own heart would be destroyed in the process, Ventus fought to stop the Keyblade from forming. As Ventus struggled, Aqua confronted Vanitas, who had taken control of Ventus's body. Drawing strength from her friends, she destroyed the Keyblade.
Aqua gets shit done. She is the main character of Birth by Sleep. She is absolutely the main character. Don't get me wrong. Terra and Ven are also very important, but like, Aqua is the main character. Whereas Ven and Terra really are more main characters for the plot overall of the series.
Sure.
Now, this is the final fight with Terranort, in Radiant Garden. Because that's where Aqua fights him. I think Pureblood Heartless did exist, but probably didn't come out into the world. Yes, Pureblood Heartless have always existed, but they couldn't come to the Realm of Light until Xehanort did some fuckery.
You ever think Kingdom Hearts thinks too much about little things and not enough about the big plot overall?
All the time.
It's like
I think too much about the plot overall.
It's like an author in a book who like spends 20 minutes describing a sandwich and then it's like, oh, but then her evil twin appeared and killed everyone in the end. You know, just something like that, you know what I mean? Or like, have you ever read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? He spends so much time describing random fish while they're in the submarine. He's just constantly describing fish, the author. And you're like, great, I don't care about the fish. What's going on with this Captain Nemo guy? And it's like, he's a mystery. Okay, cool.
Okay, but here's my thought. I think Kingdom Hearts puts too much thought into the overall plot and not enough into the finer details sometimes. So I think it's the opposite, actually.
Don't worry, Will. Time's not on your side. Time hates you. time hates us all. It's a very intellectual religious discussion in the comments right now.
I feel so their numbers are dwarfing in comparison to the marked ones. Leaving Space Jesus is the one with the beard and the motive of being the highest ground. Believe in our Savior who died for our sins, Optimus Prime. What sin did you commit that he died for?
The sin I personally committed was the sin of gluttony every time. It always gets me. I'm like, ugh, I have leftover risotto in the fridge. I could totally eat that.
Ventus's heart fell into a deep sleep.
And they turned this place into world into Castle Oblivion.
Aqua
Actually, that
faced off
explanation is
against
really cool. I like
whose
that
body
twist.
Was controlled by Master
Yeah, that's
Xehanort.
pretty cool.
To restore his heart to him, Aqua fought with
Because Castle
all she
Oblivion
had.
just kind of existed and no one knows why.
Xehanort drove
And then they gave
Terra's
us a
heart out of
reason.
his body.
And it's a
Terra
really good
fell to
one.
darkness.
Oh no, Terra.
Refusing to lose her friend, Aqua sent him back to the realm
That
of
actually
light.
made things
He
worse.
awoke with no memories and called himself Xehanort.
Hindsight's 2020,
Aqua would
everybody.
have never known.
Trapped in the realm of darkness and all alone, Aqua was about to give up the endless battle with darkness when her connections to her friends appeared in the form of a brilliant light and saved her.
Okay.
Yeah, that part makes no sense.
Sora, still just a child, had previously joined
Also, I like
his heart
this.
with Ventus's.
I really like this.
The connection they shared brought Ventus's wounded heart back to him.
Here, 5-year-old, hold on to this very important thing for me, thanks.
To be fair, the first Sora actually first met Ventus when he was the minute he was born.
Here, baby, hold on to this very important thing for me, thanks.
Yeah, exactly. Little Polly. Not sure. Repeated something I heard somewhere. Like, I know in the first cartoon he died at some point and got revived, but not sure why he did. Optimus Prime dies all the time. It's fine.
He's a robot. He'll just come on back. They just, you know, they'll build him again. They have the technology.
Oh. What did I unlock?
Scary stuff.
What is all of this?
Spooky demon shit.
Hang on. You're gonna tell me if I... Nope, it's not gonna tell me if I get close. So, now we're gonna do some dream drop distance. Because I said so. And also, I like dream
Well,
drop
you are in
distance.
charge, so.
Yeah. Traverse Town...
Ooh, what a sleepy song.
Wait. Then in Transformers Prime, he died to revive Cybertron and allowed him to be lived on again. Ooh.
Huh.
I've only seen Transformer... Of the cartoons, I think I've only ever watched Transformers Armada, which is a good one.
I haven't seen any of it.
Dream Eaters, guys!
Not even a little.
I love Dream Eaters! And there's also Tui art in the background.
Yay. I don't know. Once they were like, also like there's dreams and dream things happening in this game and the plot. I was just like, this is all very confusing and it was already bad, but like you guys made it so much worse. Like I love the Pokemon, but like I don't understand.
Yeah, no, this game is trippy.
They were like, Pokemon is like big right now. What do we do? Pretty. We'll say their erratic movements make it like a little harder to probably do the timing.
Well, that and also I'm experiencing some slight lag.
Can't tell. It's just a sleepy song. I'm gonna take a nap right here. Just right here on the stream.
Well, don't worry, the battle theme actually gets faster than the original one.
Oh yeah, I do remember like exploring this mailroom and having a good time.
I love this. I love this Traverse Town specifically. Because I always wanted there to be more to explore of Traverse Town.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I mean, I already had like quite the exploration.
Yeah, but it's
element
like
to it.
the thing about Traverse Town is it's different every time you go to it.
That's true.
Because it's kind of a different world every time, depending on who is there. All right.
Well, I like the little guys. The little guys you
I
get.
love the Dream Eaters.
Little guys.
And there's also a decent explanation as for why they're there instead of the Heartless as well. It's like, no, these worlds are in the realm of sleep. So darkness manifests in a different way. Countries leaving the EU, in KH1, it's the base world. It is the base world. I've always loved Traverse Town. It's such a cool world. It's got all these little nods to like other Disney movies and stuff. Like the Lady and the Tramp fountain is pretty cool, and also the Dalmatians.
Yeah. I always was hoping that the Hatter store would open at some point in the game, because you go to Alice in Wonderland's world and you're like, oh, the Mad Hatter's gonna come here and open up a store, and I'm gonna be able to buy hats. And it never happened. They never even added it as a feature in the remixes, and I was always just like, why not the hat store of my dreams, Kingdom Hearts? Out of all the quality of life improvements, that would have been the biggest one for me, personally. A hat store. Can you imagine? Give Sora a little pirate hat while he's at the frickin' Neverland area. It'd be cute. It'd be adorable. Put a little dunce hat on Donald for healing you at the wrong time.
Or for just not healing you.
That too.
I mean, to be fair, Donald's always been more of a black mage than a white mage.
Yeah, that's true. Weirdly enough. Actually, not very weirdly enough. That's in character. They don't really have a white mage in their group.
Yeah.
That's why Sora's healing abilities got better and better in each game. Subsequently.
Well, also, Sora's like a red mage, which is usually what the hero characters are in Final Fantasy.
Right.
Someone who's good at attacking, but can also use magic.
Yeah. They can do it all. I remember as a little kid, I felt guilty for not finding all those Dalmatian puppies.
I found all of them.
Every time it'd be like, the dogs would be like, find our babies, and I'd be like, oh my god, I have to find
like
them.
the others. Yeah, no. I mean, it's still kind of the base world, but the thing is, there isn't really a base world because you only buy stuff from the Moogle shop.
Yeah. Moogle.
And then they kind of keep it that way for KH3, where you can only get stuff from the Moogle shop, which is fair.
Yeah.
And then Twilight Town is barely explorable.
It is funny that it's like, it's very difficult to move between worlds. Moogles are just setting up their shop anywhere they fucking want to.
Sid knew that Sora and Riku still had a lot to learn before they could stop Master
Be fair, the
Xehanort.
Moogles
So he
use
prompted them to
holograms.
take the Mark of Mastery exam. The exam required the two to dive into sleeping worlds and reawaken them by unlocking their keyholes. But an unfortunate encounter caused Sora and Riku to be flung into different worlds.
Whoops. Oh, Xehanort.
Fighting alongside
I like
benevolent
these
dream
outfits
eaters
for these two.
spirits, they carried on. Suddenly, a boy in a black coat appeared.
But I do like the explanation for why the worlds are asleep. It's like, okay, you did restore most of the worlds, but some of them kind of got fucked in the process, so here, fix these ones.
No, it doesn't make any sense, actually.
I think it does.
I can't fathom it. It cannot be fathomed.
What? Oh no!
Wait, what?
I gotta complete one more. Okay, we'll do this one again.
Aw, man.
Yeah. It won't let me advance unless I get 4 stars.
Eh.
So we'll do this one more time.
Lame. Ugh. So tomorrow, I'll be playing Slay the Spire on my channel, Ukulele Kaylee. Thinking. So I've seen people do this thing before with Slay the Spire, where they have the chat vote on what cards you pick up, and you have to pick up a card every time. There's some fun, like, can the chat kill me, like, custom games you can do, but I don't know if I could do that for the first one because I feel like we need, I don't know, quite a few people. That's something to think about maybe trying later, because I don't know, I think that's a fun idea. It's a fun game. Build cards, build decks, fight guys, go up tower, get your ass kicked, the whole shebang. I like to build the dumbest freaking decks, so I am not very good at the game. There's a build in one of the characters, because there's like 4 different people you can be, like protagonists you can be in Slay the Spire, and each one of them, each type, they're more like a deck type of sorts. Anyway, they each have their own like unique deck builds, and one of them, who's called the Silent, they have a poison build that you can do, but it's kind of hard to pull off really well if you're gonna do full poison build, because you just have to get the right cards, and it works the best if you can get one really, really good card that triples the poison that the enemy has, but it's so hard. It's so hard to pull off, and you need that one card to really cinch the deck. But every time I play as the Silent, every time I play as that character, I try to build a poison deck, even if I don't get the cards.
Yeah, you might attract some who only try troll and also wouldn't. It's that one place you need to go back to because there's plot, like Raiding Guard and KH2. Yeah, no, I get what you mean by that now.
I want to build the poison deck, and I want it to work.
We know, babe. We know.
I want it to work well.
Ooh, I like this. This place. It's Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the music here.
It's good times.
This is also a world that I feel like should have been included in an earlier installment.
Yeah. Probably. I don't know, what a weird inclusion, to be honest. There's a lot of weird, dark, religious undertones with this movie, so it's like, kinda... I mean, but for Japan, they'd be like, no big deal. This is mythology to us.
It's true.
You know? But like for American audience, it's kind of like, ooh.
Yeah, but...
Tricky. You know, we got a lot of
But the thing is,
fundamentalists
that's
over
the
here.
point, is like... Who better represents darkness in the heart than Claude Frollo?
Ugh. Fire, fire. It's a great villain song. Also, like, very dark.
Yes.
The whole movie is so dark. It was like that time when Disney was making these very dark and like bizarre movies, and it like, I don't know, it just worked.
Yes.
They were like really had an edgy phase. Like that was Disney's emo phase. Black Cauldron, Notre Dame, shit, what else? Especially Black Cauldron.
Yeah. Most people don't talk about Black Cauldron. Disney doesn't talk about Black Cauldron.
All Disney movies are mythologies for Japan, and the thing with Quasimodo's fear thing
That's true. Quasimodo shutting himself away, it also kind of plays into Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, the themes kind of really fit in with the game. It's just I can imagine why they might have been hesitant to, like, try this out at first.
And yet it works for this game because, like, as I've said before, this game is Riku's game, first and foremost.
Yeah, it is Riku's
so Riku
game.
relating with Quasimodo is a really great plot point.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, and, like, unfortunately, Sora doesn't get as involved in this world, but that's okay, because he's not the main character of this game.
Sora really in this game, like, really dips in and out of places.
Yeah, the most involved I'd say he gets are, like, in the grid, in every world except this one.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, because he gets involved in the Pinocchio world.
That's true.
I
That's his bro, Pinocchio.
I liked the Pinocchio world.
That's his bro.
Like, getting to explore the amusement park is so much fun. And then you get to explore Monster again with Riku, but it's explorable because it's not a fucking terrible maze.
Yeah, I sure did hate that place as a kid.
Yeah. Notre Dame, the sound of head cracking on pavement echoes.
Ooh.
Well, either that or, you know, he burned in all the fire because the
And
place
that was a lot of fire.
There was a shit ton of fire!
He melts before he hits the ground.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine?
Or dies from smoke inhalation.
Well, yeah.
Or from
That
shock.
is how fire works. Oof. That's getting kind of grim.
It's a grim story!
Oh, yeah. It's just grim to talk about. I guess, I don't know. My sister and I like to do, like, listen to true crime stuff, so I don't know.
And have you ever, like, looked at the story for the original, the original story by Victor Hugo? It's depressing as shit.
Most things are. But yeah. That is a very depressing story.
Like, most of the characters are dead by the end of the story, except for Phoebus.
It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy for sure.
Like, Quasimodo and Esmeralda die in a... Well, Esmeralda's already dead, but
Doesn't he, like, go into, like, the catacombs and, like...
and dies there with Esmeralda in his arms.
Right.
But she's already dead by that point, because Frollo killed her.
Right. That's why he's all like, sanctuary!
Yeah.
Because the irony is, there is no sanctuary! I mean, it definitely probably echoed the plight of the poor at that time, where they were like, yeah, nobody cares about us. Not even the church cares about us. They just want our money. Like, that was very much... It was very much a, you know, a thing of its time. Hell does that fiery thing, I guess. First minutes of the movie. Oh yeah. I think the ugh, sorry, my train of thought. My brain is all over the place. I think, didn't they make like a sequel to this movie that was kind of terrible?
You know, fun fact, Haley Joel Osment, who voices Sora, is in that sequel.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, he voices Esmeralda and Phoebus' son, Zephyr.
Zephyr.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's in that, and is also Sora.
What a weird movie.
I haven't actually watched that movie, I just know that because it was on, like, a fun fact thing on the Kingdom Hearts news site.
Yeah, Quasimodo falls in love with a circus lady?
Yes.
And then they like each other in the end.
Yeah, that's nice.
I guess that was the whole thing.
That movie was just giving Quasimodo a happy ending. Since
Yeah, they felt bad, and they were like, we gotta go back.
Well, canonically, like, Phoebus and Esmeralda in the original story do love each other, but Frollo tricks Phoebus into going somewhere else so he doesn't show up in the book ever again. And then kills Esmeralda.
He sends him away for
Yeah, pretty much.
some sort of
Yeah, or
bullshit
tricks him
mission.
into something, yeah.
You've got to go take care of this thing. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, one thing I really liked about Dream Drop Distance, nearly every boss fight got its own unique boss music. Like all the big giant nightmares, Dream Eaters got their own boss fight music, except for one. Which it was okay, because it was yeah.
Huh.
Since we're playing a music game, I thought it was appropriate to include that little tidbit.
That is interesting. I can't say I don't have much of an ear when it comes to like this kind of stuff, like identifying music and like remembering it, I guess. It doesn't really stick for me. But I can appreciate it in the moment.
Also, this particular fight that Riku does in this world is insane. Because he's like flying above the cathedral, fighting this giant like gargoyle thing.
Yeah.
And Sora fights the same thing on the ground, and it's still pretty intense, but like Riku is in the air fighting this thing. Yeah.
It's just really nice. Very
Oh
colorful.
yeah, I like this music.
Doesn't Phoebus cheat on someone though? I have no idea. I have no authority on the story.
No.
I do not recall. Probably? Possibly?
And that
Maybe no.
That might be what happened in the original story, is that he got duped into cheating on her or something. I don't remember. I have not actually read The Hunchback of Notre Dame because that would take me years.
It would take you years?
Have you? Yeah, it's by Victor Hugo.
Oh, right.
Yeah. He's, you know, the guy who wrote Les Miserables, which is a fucking long book.
And an even longer musical, if you can believe that.
Actually, the musical's way more condensed.
I know, just kidding.
I would know, I've been in that musical. I probably crashed in the plaza during my fight as Riku. That's fun. You can't actually do that, surprisingly. You can only fly up in the air. I mean, you can also be on top of the cathedral, because you're fighting him up there on the bell towers, which is pretty cool. Alright, the grid. Tron World.
Tron is weird.
Yes. But I like Tron's presence in, I like the presence of Tron in Kingdom Hearts. Because it's a Disney world that's actually involved in, like, the lore, which I think is kind of cool. There's not a lot of those.
It's bizarre, to be sure.
Aside from, like, the princess worlds. You know?
Right. Those were very important to the story.
Or, like, Mickey's Homeworld.
Right. Yeah, the game though, like, plot was pretty much developing in a little bit in every world. But then you got to the second game, they kind of didn't have it as much. It was more focused on individual stories in each world, unless it was very directly related. It's kind of interesting how they kind of changed it up like that.
Yeah. But some worlds you would get tidbits of information, like...
Oh, for sure. I don't know. I think I just prefer the pacing of the first game story-wise. I think it just has a more cohesive feel to it.
That's fair, but I also think Kingdom Hearts 2's conclusion is the most satisfying of all the games.
Yeah, to be fair, the ending for Kingdom Hearts was very unsatisfying.
Well, because they were setting up a sequel.
Right.
When they weren't sure if they were going to get a sequel or not.
So it was very up in the air. Little lizard guys. Tadpoles? I don't know. Can't tell.
They're called Toximanders, I think.
Oh, salamanders. Okay. There's a burbs. Are those dragons?
No, those are eagles.
Okay. They're burbs. like the panda with the little cape.
I love the Kuma panda.
Stupid. I love it. Yeah, that's a dragon.
Yeah, that's a dragon. The Ryu dragon.
Yeah, I only played a small portion of this game and didn't finish it, so. Oops.
I think that's fine.
Because you had me play it for a while, and then I, like, you know, kind of put it to the side and forgot about it.
It's fine. Like, it's a weird one. I do like the idea of playing as Sora and Riku at the same time. But I think that idea is cool, and they should utilize that in future games.
Yeah, maybe.
Have the stories be side by side instead of having to do one at a time.
I imagine next time it'll just be Riku. I think that's what they're setting up.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a Riku. They've got multiple projects in the works. I predict there's going to be a Riku-centered game. There will hopefully be a Kairi-centric game. I want there to be one. And who knows what else.
Great.
Yeah. Okay, now we can move on to Prankster's Paradise at the very least. And the Country of the Musketeers.
Yay!
Okay, those are the other fun worlds in this place. Is getting like a look at Mickey's life before he was a Keyblade Master, when he was in training.
To be a musketeer.
Yeah.
A mouseketeer, if you will.
Yeah. They don't use that term.
Yeah, I like how in that world canonically Mickey married up.
Yes.
It's hilarious. I don't know why it's funny, it just is. I don't know, Cage went kind of dumped the final boss on us out of nowhere. That's true. Who's not really his name, so you only saw on optional content. Yeah, in the reports. So like when he shows, I remember when I was a kid, he like showed up and I was like, what the fuck is that? I had no idea. I was like, I thought I was gonna be fighting just like Disney people. Like, who's this guy? Like, I had no idea, but I was like, cool, well, so I guess we fight this guy and then the game's over. The thing I liked most about that one is the Disney villains having their own like little conglomerate.
Oh yeah, they're
and being
organized.
and they were like this organized thing that was, I don't know, it's just like the spooky table sessions. I think there's some drama with that. It's fun. Things started to get a little complicated in Cage 2, because that's when like
they started making original villains.
yeah. Well, also like if you hadn't played Chain of Memories, which I hadn't as a kid, it's very confusing. You can't understand how you even got here, you know what I mean? Or 358 Days or 2, like it didn't play that.
Yeah.
I just literally had no idea how we even got to the point where the game started. And when I was a kid, I was super mad that you couldn't play as Sora right off the bat. Because literally as a kid, I was just like, oh, a new game with Sora. I can't wait to be Sora and fight and be Sora. And then my cousin's like,
Organized, yes.
well, first you gotta be this Roxas guy for a bit. And I was like, no, that's bullshit.
They didn't fit the Cage criteria though. They were bound to fall. Shake my head. Fail, yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
Well, in Cage 2, you know who your enemy is from the get-go, or at least you think you do. That's true.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, I personally like the idea of original villains for this game, and I do like a lot of the original villains in this game. Not all of them.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, no, and I like Xehanort. Okay, we got Prankster's Paradise over here. Oh yeah, they wouldn't have any music from the Symphony of Sorcery here, would they? Because that's all Fantasia music. Which isn't necessarily well, some of it is copyrighted, but not all of it.
You know, they probably made this a little more whimsical in design, I'm realizing, in the game, considering the thing about this place was not that it was a place you could just, like, go on rides and stuff. It was more like you can go break as much shit as you want, not get in trouble.
And then you turn into a donkey.
You can play pool and smoke as an 11-year-old. And it was like everybody was like drinking booze the whole time we were there. It was like kind of a twisted like kids like trying to be adults when they're not, like, whole thing. It was just like a weird. The movie, it's like so messed up because that kid turns into a donkey and it's like, oh my god, I'm scarred for life. He's like, help me, and you're like, oh god. And they sell them for labor.
Yeah.
Little boys who skip school get turned into donkeys and sold for labor. That's just how it works. That's the way of the world.
And then you get eaten by a whale.
Trying to be something you're not, huh? They weren't even trying to be donkeys, and that's how they ended up. Crazy. Yeah, when I was a teenager, like, you know, them vices, they weren't really a big deal to me because, like, my family was not strict, like, at all. Like, my parents were not very strict. There wasn't really anything to rebel against. If I left the house, they were more proud of me than anything else.
T ends with teen. They didn't put the cage crew. Yeah. Trying to be. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat as well. I know you're reading it, but I'm also like, I'm just trying to read for myself. Oh.
Now you have a hood.
No. I don't want to be in the organization. I mean, I want
that. It's the wrong color.
Yeah, I know. I want one of those coats.
I know you do.
Those coats are cool.
You've always wanted one.
I have. Those coats are so cool.
They're very cool, Will.
Like, you can't deny how cool those coats look.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not getting one for Christmas.
Oh, I know. I wasn't expecting to get one for Christmas.
Not what I ended up getting you. I got you a big box, a big mysterious box full of goodies. Actually, I don't know what I'm gonna get you for your stocking because, like, you know? Yeah, that's the kind of stuff you kind of go in person and you kind of like pick up at the dollar section of Target, you know?
Yeah. Which I'm fine with.
Yeah, you'll get something. Not as many socks this year, for sure.
Thank you.
Last year for Christmas, I got Will so many socks. His whole stocking was like just stuffed way too full. They were like a mountain of socks piled on top. They couldn't even all fit in the sock. Because I bought them on Amazon without really realizing how many like came in the package. And I bought two different kinds because they were, you know, you need long socks and you need short socks. It's Midwest, anything could happen. The weather here is nuts. And so, you know, in an attempt to like cover all your bases, I accidentally got you 3 years worth of socks.
I mean, I'm cool with that. I needed the socks.
So, you know, in a couple of years from now, you'll get another stocking full of socks. You know, there you go.
Got it. Yeah, but they don't look too comfortable to me. Like, they're made of leather. Tight, form-fitting, suffocating to the warmth leather.
Yeah, well, they have like hoodie versions that look kind of nice.
Yeah, they got Hot Topic has like the hoodie versions.
Yeah, but yeah, I would not want to wear those.
No, I wouldn't like want to wear it daily like the organization does. It's just more like I want to look mysterious for a minute.
For a hot minute.
Yeah. Also, style is not about being comfortable. It's about looking cool.
Yeah, that's true. I like to try and do both.
Okay, I'll see you in a minute, Lemon. Alright, back to the Heatless.
Poe is so cute right now.
Yeah, he's adorable.
Look how cute he is.
Yeah.
Poe.
If only you guys could see how cute he is.
If only you could see.
I mean, technically you could, but I'd have to move the camera since I'm the closest to it. Alright, cut Truth and
Are you
Musketeers.
looking up? Buddy. Buddy, hi. Okay, you sleep. A good kitty. I'm gonna go check the thermostat real quick and make sure, see what it's on or whatever, because
Okay.
I kind of just turned the air off earlier today because it was cold and not, it's just kind of like 71 in here, so nothing
Yeah.
like interesting happened.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
BRB.
Boy, there's a lot of these guys. There we go. There we go. Oh man, that was a lot of 3 meters. Okay, moving on. I'm really happy the Dream Eaters were like a summon in KH3 because it's like, hey, these guys are still relevant. Just, here you go. They can help you occasionally when you want them to. And I just like that. Alright, now we're doing this place. Well, it's the same place, but now it's the battle theme. Which I think was in the demo as one of the co-op songs.
Wait, next shot.
Nice.
I don't think you're gonna finish tonight.
No, probably not.
You got so much to do. It's not quite 9 yet, though, either.
No.
But, yeah, you still got a lot of things to do in Dream Duchesses.
Yeah, that's true. getting close to the end of it, though. Ah, fuck. Really fucked that up. I got confused about the jumping. Okay. Alright. We got a cutscene. Let's see if that was enough to get to the next area.
Sora and Riku continued traveling from dream to dream. However, the cloaked boy, Ansem, and Xemnas appeared everywhere Sora and Riku went, misleading them with every encounter. Meanwhile, Mickey was caught up in one of Maleficent's schemes, but he was saved by Lee, formerly known as Axel, from Organization 13.
Yeah. That's a big thing in this game.
Master Yen Sid agreed to make Lee a Keyblade wielder to catch Xehanort off guard in hopes of defeating him.
The real surprise twist is that Axel can use the Keyblade at the end of the game.
Yep.
I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, wait, what?
When you realize Axel's alive, you're just kind of like, oh shit, yeah!
Well, I mean, it makes sense, because they explain that, like, beforehand, like, yeah, nobody's, once Heartless and Nobody are defeated, then they come back as a whole person. Wait, is this song what I think it is?
A whole potato.
Oh no, I'm not looking forward to that one.
Do it first.
No, we're gonna work up to that. Oh, I like the world that never was in this game too, because like you get these two different versions. Like Sora's going through like a broken version of the city, while Riku is exploring more of the castle, like parts of the castle we'd never seen before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of a unique thing. It's a little bit harder to take seriously, though, when you have these, like, goofy, colorful monsters there.
Well, ain't that just the way?
Yes. It just gives off a different vibe than facing Nobodies.
Yeah.
I mean, those aren't really goofy-looking monsters right there, but... I mean that thing. It's like a dragon, duck thingy.
Yeah. I don't know what to think about that.
Back.
They wanted to show you weird food that they saw on a talk show. Hey, you know, that sounds like a good time though. Like I like to learn about weird food. You ever heard of aspic? In the 1950s,
Oh my god.
people were crazy about gelatin. All of a sudden, you could have food preserved in gelatin, and so the people of the 1950s were like, we like aesthetics and we like trapping things in gelatin. That's our current thing right now. That's the trend. So aspic is basically anything you can put in Jell-O, and I mean they put everything in Jell-O that you could possibly think of. Whole salads, freaking crab,
Aspic's weird.
sandwiches,
Aspic is so weird.
like Spam. They put everything in aspic. Go look up pictures of it. It's the nastiest stuff you'll ever see, but it's fascinating.
Aspic's weird.
I can go on and on about aspic. It's like a thing about history that I just am obsessed with because it's so dumb.
It is pretty dumb.
Like, who ate this?
Sounds very gelatinous. Yeah, it is. That is the point.
It was like suddenly everyone had a gelatinous cube in their home, you know? A household gelatinous cube, you know?
my God.
D&D style.
Oh my god.
We had to fight one of those in one of my D&D sessions. One of my friends almost got eaten by it. Yeah, my DM likes to lure us into a false insecurity all the time. So the way he set up his fun adventure for us that time was we had beaten up these like criminals and we were in their hideout and they had like a fully stocked bar and we were like, hell yeah. So as the intrepid adventurers that we were, we went and checked out the bar. And Miguel was describing these very delightful, like, cocktails. Like, this one tastes like how it feels to be at the beach. And just, like, all these things were very, like, this tastes like a cool summer day. And it's just really wonderful descriptions that made you very happy inside. And then one of the cocktails ended up being a gelatinous cube that ate our friend. And immediately combat occurred, and it was like, Miguel, we were having such a good time, you ruined it. But not really, that was fun. We've kind of like gone way off course of what we were supposed to be doing when we started. Like we were doing one like straight out of a book, like an adventure straight out of a book. And then Miguel was like, "Oh, you guys want to try as like a side story because we're missing one of our people today? Let's do this train robbery scenario." We're like, that sounds fun. So we did that, had a lot of fun with it, and then it kind of concluded in a weird way, and we ended up just kind of like running around aimlessly. And that's how we ended up at the cave bar. And we're still just kind of hanging out there, actually, and people keep showing up trying to fight us. It's just really funny. Oh, they wondered if you'd try them out. Oh, you're an adventurous food taster. Ooh. We're not very adventurous in this house. Something about growing up in the Midwest and having some of the blandest food on the planet makes you just really makes it hard to stretch out.
Yeah, it's true. And also, in response to your story about the gelatinous cube, it's like, if I was in that situation with like a DM and I was playing D&D, I would be like, "This is a trap. I'm getting the fuck out."
That's why I kind of want to learn how to DM so I can make you nervous constantly.
You already do that.
Isn't that what you want from me, Will?
No.
Yeah. How am I already doing that? You're just
there was a cooked sheep eye. Would try. Ugh. I mean.
Huh.
I'm not gonna judge because
that makes me a little curious.
Yeah.
Like I would want to go watch somebody eat that for sure.
Oh, this one's gonna be hard too because this is Xemnas fight theme in Dream Drop Distance. They remixed this for KH3's DLC when you fight Data Xemnas. It sounds awesome.
I bet Lily would eat that eyeball with you.
Yes, Lily would.
Lily has
eat
some
that.
adventurous tastes as well. I've seen Lily just take a whole bite out of a lemon, just like rind and all. Lily will sit next to you and be like, "Hey, dare me to eat this whole thing," or "Dare me to eat this napkin," and I'll be like, "What? No," and then they'll eat the napkin anyway. And I'm like, "Why did you do that? You didn't have to." And Lily's like, "I do what I want." I don't need your societal pressure to eat this napkin. I can do it if I want to. So it's just because something is edible does not mean that it's food.
Doesn't?
No, grass is edible, but it's not food and you can't digest it.
True.
Corn is edible, but it's barely food.
It's because corn is artificial.
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, there's so much, like, stuff that's put into corn.
Well,
in order to grow
no.
it.
Corn was bred to be ginormous by, like, Native Americans. before we came here.
True. I don't know. I just remember.
And then GMO like stuff, you know, like they breed corn to be like even bigger now. So the corn we have today is totally different from the corn of 400 years ago. It's just fascinating. And it looks totally different too, because when we breed plants, we breed for certain colors, certain perfections, and you only see the most perfect food that comes out of when they grow it.
Okay, I just wanted to say really quick before we leave this track. Oh, it already ended. What I was going to say is that this is one of my favorite Xemnas fights because he literally just flings buildings at you. Like, he starts the fight by summoning 2 buildings to throw at you, and I just wanted to point that out. That's a really cool thing. Sorry.
A fertilized duck egg. Would feel bad about trying it, but I mean, I do like duck. I think I've heard of that before. Isn't that
raw tentacles of some sort still wriggling? Sashimi.
Raw tentacles.
I personally am not a seafood person.
I like calamari. Calamari. I like shrimp. I like fish. I like fish fries. We had some great fish fries in the Midwest. Like, we sure know how to fish fry. I remember my grandparents used to go have friends and they would go to their fish fry and we'd tag along just to eat the fish.
Okay, here goes. Young Xehanort, let's do this. I'm scared. This is going to be hard.
Unfortunately, we do not live by the ocean in any sense of the word.
We are landlocked.
We're totally landlocked. It's at least 10 hours to the nearest ocean, probably longer. It's probably like 13 to 14 hours drive to the nearest ocean, I imagine. Which is south of here.
Yeah, because it takes us 10. We know it takes us 10 hours to get to like Dallas.
Yeah, it must be close to like 15 hours, maybe even. Maybe longer. That's how long it would take to drive to the nearest ocean, probably. If you wanted to go west coast or east coast, it would take 3 days. Of like driving.
Drive to North Carolina that one time.
My parents, when I was a kid, we drove to Syracuse, New York to visit my uncle. And then we went to go see Niagara Falls. And you didn't used to have a passport to go to Canada back then. So you could just hop over the border if you were American. And they were like, yeah, whatever. This is really funny to think about. I wish it was still like that, because like, whatever. You would hop over and go see Niagara Falls. Actually, it was really funny, because when I was a kid, like, well, in Canada, they speak French in certain areas of Canada. And when we hopped over there, everybody was speaking French. To the Canadian side, and I was like a kid, and I just thought I was going crazy because everyone was talking and saying words, but I couldn't understand them. And so I literally thought I was losing my mind. I was 7 years old, so I thought maybe like I'd lost my ability to like understand people. And then we went to the restaurant, and a restaurant over there, and they spoke both French and English. And I realized, oh, this is what it's like to be in a foreign country where no one speaks your language.
Those are really good. Wow, I don't think I was born then. Huh.
You don't think you were born when?
Whatever year you were talking about.
Whatever year?
Yeah.
Oh, 2002, I think. 2001? I was like 7. Might have been closer to 8, because, well, let's see.
Cutscene.
My sister Maya had just been born, because she was born in 2001.
But found himself in the world that
Might have been
never
2002.
was. There, he was lured into the depths of darkness and captured to become the 13th vessel for Master Xehanort.
Yeah, Sora they were gonna make Sora into the 13th member.
Meanwhile, Riku had arrived to find Sora trapped in a bad dream. Riku learned that he had unwittingly dived into Sora's dream and protected him from nightmares as he slept.
And that's why people hardcore ship Riku and Sora. Because Riku is so devoted to Sora.
Master Xehanort
And it's
managed to regain
great.
his form. but he was caught off guard and was unable to carry out his plan.
Axel showed up. And then Donald and Goofy showed up. They knocked out Terra.
Then he vanished. His parting words foretelling a war that was yet to come.
Maybe it's depressing weather in the UK because the rains are less. Maybe.
It's depressing weather here.
Yeah.
It's like gray all the time once winter hits
The Midwest.
Missouri, Kansas.
Not because of Sora's tears in KH2, no sir. Ooh, I like this. This is one of my favorite final boss fights because it's Sora. And also, this music is a remix of the like regular Destati theme, like the regular music, but it's like a boss theme remix. And it's so cool. Sorry, I wanted to gush about that because I
wish I was more like musically gifted. And
I need to occasionally gush about these games because we are playing this game.
I think you have like just a wonderful ear for sound.
Thank you.
And I think it's really cool that you can like distinguish these things. I am a garbage human with a garbage ear for music. I used to be better when I was a kid, but at some point I just stopped listening. And I haven't started since. It's Ven's fighting style too. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's because Ven used his is protecting Sora from the darkness with his armor.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, so he's actually fighting Sora in Ven's armor.
Is it bad that the every time I see you pass by one of those pillars with the stained glass windows around them, it makes me think of cake?
Why?
Because the tops look like icing. Look, it looks like a cake. Are you seeing the cake?
A little bit.
Or maybe like a... Yeah, it looks like a cake. Cake.
But yeah, it is Ven's fighting style. It's a very simple song, but
spooky. Oh man, I can see the highway from here and it's like all the little lights. Everybody's starting to travel for the holidays. That's a lot of traffic. Or it must be that, because that's a lot of cars. Or there's a wreck again. There's always a wreck on 35, I swear.
There is, there's usually a wreck. No, I see the cake now. I see the frosting.
Yes. It's a cake.
Yeah.
Someone tweet out the cake guy. The guy who makes the Pokemon cakes. Forget his name, but he's a cake guy.
Alright, final cutscene. And then we're gonna go back to the beginning of this whole
In order
area.
to wake Sora, Riku dived into his dream once more.
And saved Sora. By beating the crap out of him.
Riku
That's what Sora did for
continued deeper
Riku.
into Sora's dream, where he encountered those whose hearts were sleeping inside Sora's heart.
Not actually Ansem, that's
Thanks
just
to their help, Sora
something
managed to
Ansem
wake
left
up
inside
safe
Sora.
and sound, and Riku was made a Keyblade master.
Why is Sora's everybody's
Lee
personal
had
data
become
bank?
a Keyblade wielder,
head empty.
and I was brought in to become a new member of the Guardians of Light.
That's pretty funny.
But I mean, am I wrong?
Head empty, no thoughts.
His heart's pretty full, though. There's a Twitter account called Incorrect, what was it called? Incorrect, Sora's Heart Hotel, where it's, like, showing interactions between all the people that would be in Sora's heart. So, like, Ventus, Roxas, Sora, Vanitas, and Xion. Vanitas technically wouldn't be there, but it's still funny to think about. Alright, we're gonna do this real quick, and we're actually gonna switch over to Team Birth by Sleep, since this is Aqua's little excursion.
You know, that trip to Syracuse was the only vacation we ever did.
Yeah, until we went to Mexico at the
And I
beginning of
was
this year.
7.
Until we went to Mexico earlier this year.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't do family vacations. We went to a really small lake where my aunts had a couple of like really tiny cabins, and we would park a trailer or set up a tent in between. And that was our vacation. And it was only like maybe half an hour away, that lake, so it wasn't exactly a big travel. Not like that road trip we did when I was really little. Although I guess we did some like canoeing when I was a little kid too. That was kind of like a big vacation. We'd go with my dad's side of the family, go to Twin Bridges and go canoeing. I think I was like 5 when we went canoeing the first time. And I was really small kid. I was very small for my age. My dad never thought I would make 5 foot, but I'm 5'4", so proved him wrong, I guess. Anyway, enough about that. Bragging about my mediocre height. So I was very tiny kid, like the smallest child, and they had me like in an inner tube, and they had the inner tube tied to a rope that was tied to the end of the canoe, and they were just dragging me along in the little inner tube as we went down like the river and like the calmer parts of the river. And at one point, because I was so small, I just kind of slid to the bottom of the inner tube, which had like a net at the bottom, and curled up in it so well that it looked like I wasn't in there anymore. So at one point my parents panicked and pulled the inner tube back into the boat to see if I was in there, and I just woke up from a nap and looked at them and was like, what's wrong? What's up? So they stopped letting me do that after that. Because they realized they couldn't be fully responsible if I fell out of the inner tube. They wouldn't notice for a while.
Oh, that was a hard one. That one was also on the demo. That is a hard song. Oof.
Sometimes my mom would like forget me places too.
Rough.
Not that often. Mostly it was like Grandma Betty who did
I'm
that.
going to be completely honest with you. I've been trying to tune you out because I was losing a little bit of focus.
You know, that's fine. I was just filling the void.
Oh no, it's fair.
As Aqua
Not like you haven't heard these
wandered along
stories.
through the realm of darkness, familiar worlds from the realm of light appeared.
I liked this game. It was a tech demo for KH3, but you know, I liked it.
Onward, silent visions of Terra and Ventus emerged before her.
So Mickey totally ditched
And
Aqua
she
here.
was even forced to fight
Yeah.
against a vision of herself.
I mean, actually, Aqua
Aqua began to
trapped
realize
herself
the
here, but you know.
vulnerability of her own heart, and desperately chased
And then Mickey
after
didn't
her
have a way to get
friend's
back to her
images.
until, you know, Riku and Sora
After defeating a massive
stronger.
Heartless, Aqua was finally able to speak with Terra, who had ties to the realm of darkness.
Also, seeing these worlds in the realm
But
of darkness
moments
was really
later,
cool.
He was taken over by Master Xehanort. Aqua was saved just in time by Mickey. He was there searching for the Keyblade that belonged to the realm of darkness.
And then he lost his
Together,
shirt.
they arrived at Destiny Islands, which had fallen into darkness.
I love how they were like, how do we make it canon?
Aqua realized that she had been to
They
this
lost
world
his
before, and mentioned that this was
God,
where she
it's
had
so
met Sora
unnecessary.
and Riku, which helped
Just as
Mickey find the
unnecessary as
Keyblade he was
Riku getting a
searching for.
haircut while getting attacked
They
by
had
the
everything they
Demon
needed.
Tide
Now they just had to close the door.
in KH3,
Suddenly,
in the beginning of
Heartless
KH3.
appeared, and Aqua faced
You know what I mean?
them, knowing
Just
she
so
was
he can look more like
trapped in the
Noctis.
dark realm.
What's
Having fulfilled her duty as a Keyblade Master,
What is the most American thing you
Aqua
can think
watched
of?
the world regain its light before her eyes as she fell to
4th
the
of July.
depths of darkness.
Yes, I was about to say the same thing.
living in
Years
the
passed,
country and not knowing if
and
it's guns or
preparations were made
fireworks.
to search for Aqua.
Yeah, that too.
We all set off toward different
Is
destinations.
it guns? Is it fireworks?
each with
The
our
world may never
hearts
know.
As our guiding key.
Growing up, going to my aunt's like empty land, throwing cans on corn stalks and shooting at them with guns.
Okay, I need to go up here. Let's see.
Mushroom hunting for morels in the spring. I don't know. Just naming things that we do.
280, Jesus. What are all these?
Strip malls. Strip malls are the most American thing I can think of, actually. There's a strip mall everywhere you go. You will always find a strip mall.
I can't tell what these are supposed to be. They seem important, though. Are these supposed to be Olympus? Or... well, it looks like I'm not supposed to be here yet, so I'll come back.
The combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Guys. This is a memory dive. Let's go over how memory... Okay. So basically, hit the targets to the rhythm while watching iconic scenes. A, L, or R. Tilt the stick. A, L, or R. Targets of the line. Hit all three. Slide targets. Tilt both left and right sticks. Sometimes a whole target will begin right when another one changes. Change which button you press to transition between targets. For example, press A for the first target. Press L or R is release A to hit the next one. Outer circle. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Gonna switch back to these guys, and I think it's just gonna be Sora who plays through these. You've got a friend in me. Do do do. Okay. These will be a little bit. Oh no, there's Donald and Goofy.
Nice. Legos.
Ah, fuck.
I like how they're like little Roblox like
Yeah.
characters. What's some other very American only like things?
American football.
Math.
Meth is a pretty good one.
Living in yeah, I used to live in some very, very small towns. Those were a lot of meth issues. A lot of meth houses. Maybe I should think of a positive thing.
That's why I suggested football.
Football's not really positive, it's just a thing that we have.
True.
That is easily confused. Because we call it's football here, and then there's football in Europe is soccer and whatever. Whole thing. People are crazy about football out here.
True. While we're at the Toy Story world, does everyone remember when Woody fucking told Xehanort that no one loved him? Yeah, this scene right here. This fucking scene is great.
But nobody loved him.
I just wanted to point that out because they're like, that's an amazing scene, and I feel like it's not appreciated enough.
I'm trying to think of some really oddly specific Midwest things now that are just like so niche.
Oh, cutscene.
To prepare for the final battle with Master Xehanort, Sora set out in search of a way to regain his power of waking. In Olympus, he learned to fight for someone with all his heart.
KH3 did kind of try to bring back what KH1 did with the worlds, where they're all, where some of them are a bit more important to the plot, and I appreciate that. And I really like that.
In a fairy tale kingdom, he met one of the new 7 hearts.
This was a fun world.
And in Toy Box, he learned hearts.
Wonder why
can
they didn't
reside
call it by
where
its
you least
title, The
expect
Kingdom
them.
of Corona. Oh.
Meanwhile, Lee and I were hard at work training to become Keyblade wielders. And
You
Riku
think
and
that's the
Nikki
reason?
found a clue to where Terra was.
Man, I wish you could have explored Radiant Garden in this game too. Or explored more of Twilight Town, because you only get to check out the main area of Twilight Town. Which is like, okay, I get it, but still. The Kingdom of Corona. This is probably one, like, I really like this world, but it's probably one of the weaker worlds in KH3 specifically. Tangled is a great movie. Also, I want to point out that Rapunzel's like little existential crisis that she has, they portrayed that so well in this game. Also, the dancing minigame is a lot of fun.
It was a fun minigame.
And also, like, the little interactions you have with Rapunzel on the way to the actual, the castle town.
Those are great.
No,
I really enjoyed that. But I really like this movie.
I mean, it was great characterization.
It's a good movie.
And while I do think this is one of the weaker worlds, it's mostly due to, like, story writing.
Well, there isn't really any plot that happens here.
No. Just the other revelation that, Rapunzel's one of the new princesses.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of cool that Mother Gothel turns into a Heartless, though.
I do like that. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, and it's a really cool-looking Heartless. The fight is kind of annoying, but that's because it's in a much more open space.
Right.
But, like, I had a great time with that fight, doing some, like, fun combo stuff. Like, I ended it with with that one shot lock with the twin guns where you, like, fire down.
Yeah.
That's such a cool... that's cool as hell. That's such a cool way to finish it. I remember in Toy Box, I finished off that Heartless with, like, Sora, Buzz, and Woody's, like, team attack where you fire the rocket at it. I had a lot of stylish finishers in that game. It was fun. I felt like they just copy-pasted the scene from the movie and added Sora and Co in the background. Like yeah, like, this one is where, okay, no, it's just the movie, but, like, with a couple of added details. Like, the ones that are just the movies, those are the weaker worlds. Like, this one... But this one's the strongest of the three. Like, the other two, because the Frozen world is terrible.
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
Like, there are parts of it I like.
Gameplay-wise, it's even worse.
Yeah, there are elements of it I like, and you can definitely tell Disney meddled so much in that one. Like, I'm pretty sure we were supposed to fight Elsa in that one, and that would have been cool. And then the Pirates one, I do like the Pirates one a lot, but only after you've beaten it, because then you get to sail around in the ship, and that's fun.
That is pretty fun.
Yeah, get it. Yeah.
Upgrade your ship.
Like, for the Toy Story and Monsters, Inc. worlds, they did something... Yeah, they did something different for those, and for Big Hero 6, which... I'm a little biased towards the Big Hero 6 world, because that's one of my favorite Disney movies ever. It's, like, my favorite modern Disney movie. It's great.
That's a good one.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. I will also say, though, I love the Heartless in the Frozen world. That wolf thing... That wolf thing is cool as hell. I just hate that it came from Hans. Of all people. Otherwise, cool as hell. Alright. Speaking of Monsters, Inc. No, this world's great because, fucking Yeetus Vanitas.
The fucking doors.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And also, Sora, Donald, and Goofy have great monster designs here.
Yeah, their monster costumes are fun.
I love Goofy's eyes. And also, Vanitas is like the perfect organization member to put here, since he sees himself as a monster.
In real Japanifornia. That's right, it's what is it called? The freaking town, city in Big Hero, Will.
San Francisco.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
We're just gonna take two cities and smush them together.
I mean, that's what it's called in the comic.
Sure, it's just funny.
Because remember, Big Hero 6 is based off of the Big Hero 6 comic books from Marvel.
Yeah.
They're like an actual superhero team. And we're the original foes of the Silver Samurai, who is normally seen as an enemy of Wolverine.
Right.
Of course, the movie is a loose adaptation of those comics. It should be very heavily emphasized that. And I'm also going to say this now, Big Hero 6 is the closest we're going to get a Marvel movie in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I don't want them to add Marvel movies to Kingdom Hearts.
I want them to add Marvel, I don't want them to add Star Wars.
Ugh.
And I don't
No,
think
thank you.
and I don't think they're going to.
Yeah, probably not. Doesn't make any sense.
Nomura's gone on the record to say, like, no, we're just gonna do stuff that Disney originally made.
That's good. So the around.
Yes, and it's like, no. It was before KH3 was published, though. That's fair. Okay, and then we come to one of my favorite worlds of the game.
This place was fun.
This place was fun. You get to explore a giant city. You get to be a superhero. You get to hang out with Baymax.
Yeah.
This world, I think, was done really well. And also, like...
And it was a whole new story instead of it being like...
Yeah. That's why this is one of the stronger worlds.
It was a new story instead of it just being like, we're gonna go through the motions of this movie that happened.
Yeah. And, like, while Baymax is your primary party member for this, like, you interact with the whole team, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, it was neat.
And I also like that, like, the Riku replica is the guy you face here, since you're facing, like, Dark Baymax.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Dark Riku. Oh yeah, they show up in this world.
In that comic, I guess Riku sees himself in Elsa with the whole thing about being afraid of hurting those who you love and all that. Oh, that would have been cool if they had Riku included in that area. Riku just was they were just like didn't know what to do with him, so they had him and Mickey just like doing their own thing.
Well, also like, and that would have been a great parallel for Sora and Anna because Sora relates with Anna.
But like that game was so afraid to have those two occupy the same space. And Riku in that game couldn't do anything or have any agency unless Sora showed up to do something.
Yeah, that did suck because Riku's the most...
Like, they literally go to the dark world, they find Aqua, can't get her, leave, come back. It's like dumb.
Well, I also want to point out, I think Riku is the best written character in Kingdom Hearts. He's my favorite character, and yeah, he wasn't done the most
Eating
justice.
snacks on an inappropriately high rooftop.
Yeah, I mean, that's fun.
Perhaps that is the most American thing I can think of.
No, that's more Japanese because that's an anime trope.
Sitting on a roof.
Yeah.
Sora's journey
pass me the phone
continued.
charger?
In Arendelle,
There you go.
he encountered a love true enough
Like a
to
wrapped around
thaw
my legs.
a frozen heart. And at the Laughter Factory in Monstropolis, he learned that Ventus resided within his heart. In San Francisco, he saw hearts that were being constructed from data.
So that's supposed to allude to Shion joining the organization, or being forced to join.
Meanwhile, Riku and Mickey were forced to confront Aqua, whose heart had fallen into
Aqua.
darkness. With some
I really
help
wish that
from
fight was
Sora,
harder.
Aqua was
That would've been a
finally
really
able to
great
return
hard
to the
fight.
realm of light.
Yeah, it would have been fun.
Not all
And
the
land
boss
of
fights in this game were
departure
hard,
returned to its former
which
glory.
sucks.
Ventus awoke thanks to Sora's regained power of waking, and he was
The
able
Nidus
to
fight was
save
pretty cool
Aqua
though,
from
where you got to play as
Vanitas.
Aqua for a second.
Yeah.
Wait, did I just see two Baymaxes? What? Oh yeah, that's a whole thing. Yeah, no, that's a whole thing.
You know-
Like, okay, so you know how? Have you seen Big Hero 6? Have you, like, because that's important. Because this is like this continues from where the movie left off. It's like a whole thing, and it's actually kind of neat how they explain it. Oh. Yeah. Dark Baymax. Yes,
Yeah.
it is Dark Baymax. There's no other way to describe it. Still can't go to whatever the hell these are. Oh, that's probably Sora going to save Kairi.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yep, I did. Great movie. Okay, so you know how Baymax gets stuck in that other dimension at the end of the movie, but like he send his chip to Hero so that way, you know, he could install him in the backup. So that first, also spoilers. Yes, these are spoilers for Big Hero 6. So if you haven't seen that movie, it came out in 2014. All right, I'm not gonna apologize too much. It's an old movie. Okay, so what happened is that the organization found Baymax's other body and decided to upload him with the old chip that Hero had made, the combat one, the one where Baymax went kind of scary in the movie.
Spooky Baymax.
You guys you know what I'm talking about, where he almost killed Callahan.
Murder boy.
That was scary. So they used that to like corrupt Baymax, and so at the end, once Sora and Baymax defeat Dark Baymax, Hero destroys the chip that he made, and they fix that Baymax, and now they have two of them. Two Baymaxes. I mean, for everything. I mean, yeah. Anyway, go into the Keyblade Graveyard.
Two of them.
Man, this final world was kind of a mess. The endgame for this game was a mess. The DLC fixed some of my issues with it. Ow. Although I will say, facing the organization at the end of this game was so cool. Oh.
I do think it's kind of funny how there's so many Keyblades for these scenes that they just like copy paste a bunch of them.
They're all based off Final Fantasy swords.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that Sora's Keyblade is in the middle of that field. Existential crisis.
Well, it's not Sora's Keyblade, it's the Starlight Keyblade from the mobile game.
Oh.
Which
Confusion.
all the Keyblade wielders in that game have at least one version of that or another. Which makes sense because they participated in the Keyblade War.
Which was a dream? I'm confused about that too.
No, the Keyblade War actually happened. It's... Look, I know how to explain this, but... Kind of, but... You need to give me like a whole night to do that, and I don't have the energy for that.
You know what? I don't want to know anyway.
There you go.
I didn't really want to
Did I
know.
mention I never saw the whole plot of KH3? Ooh, boy.
A lot happens.
Yeah. No, the Keyblade War did actually happen, though. That wasn't the dream part. It's everything that's after that that gets muddled.
Sleepy.
Okay, I did not do great on that one.
Whoops.
That's okay. We've only got, like, one more, and then we're pretty close to being up. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I'm excited about this. It happened, then Protag gets put in a dream projection simulation to save them or something like that.
Yes?
I'll explain it later. Oh my god. Okay, so this
I'm
is
the
music.
worst to explain it.
This is music from one of my favorite moments in KH3. It's the moment where you defeat, like, all the giant swarm of Heartless in the sky with the power of the previous Keyblade wielders. And then, like, the reaction command or situation command, it's all the, like, names of people who play Union Cross. And it's like, oh, that's so cool! Because there was, like, a contest to get your name in Kingdom Hearts 3. And that's, like, such a cool way for a game series that's about connections. That's such a great way to make that connection feel real with other players. You know? Does that make sense?
You know what? That makes me think of that hidden Zelda room that people didn't find until years later. What game was that in? It was in, which Zelda game was that in, Will? Do you remember?
No.
The hidden room that was like named after some kid and had a bunch of rupees in it, and the kid won a contest in like a magazine or something, and so they made a room with his name in it, but it was so hidden in the game people didn't find it until like 20 years later. So like they didn't get to actually see their name in the game. Does that make sense? I gotta, hold on, I gotta look it up. Cause I want you, I'm not describing it well. Oh, hold on.
But yeah, no, I just wanted to talk about how that's such a cool moment for a game that is about connections. Whew. That was a rough one, but it was. I think I did okay. I might have to go through some of these again just to get the extra stars so I can unlock whatever the hell is at the bottom right. Alright, cutscene. Here we go.
Darkness will
Chris
prevail,
Houlihan
and the
room.
light expire.
Ah.
It all unfolded just as
were
the
saying,
Book
but
of
it kinda feels
Prophecies
weird to me.
foretold. But Sora refused
Oh, yeah.
to give up. His heart persisted against all odds. He used the power of awaking and
Oh yeah,
fought
this
long
part
and
where
hard to
Sora
save his
literally
friends.
turns back their deaths and rewrites time.
And so, the Light's defeat was overwritten, and the Guardians of Light reassembled at the Keyblade Graveyard.
And Yen Sid does something finally.
The deciding battle with the true Organization 13 was about to begin. As the battle raged, Terra, Roxas, and Xion were revived. And
Oh, that
joined
scene makes me
Guardians
cry.
of Light.
The one where Axel, Roxas, and Xion reunite.
But Master Xehanort still
Kairi died.
succeeded in summoning the true Kingdom Hearts. To stop Kingdom Hearts from unleashing its power, Sora went to the ancient city of Keyblade wielders, Scala ad Kailum, and the final battle
Okay,
began.
but this final fight with Xehanort is pretty dope.
As the fierce struggle ended, Master Xehanort gave up the Keyblade and abandoned his
and
plans.
Sid did something, yeah,
Kingdom Hearts was sealed away.
for like 2 seconds. Yen Sid is so useless.
But it was still far from over. I had
Kailum, huh?
disappeared during the battle, and Sora was determined to
Yeah,
bring
Scala
me
ad
back.
Kailum.
He set off on his journey.
That's
once
where
more.
Xehanort and Ericus grew
Alone.
up and learned how to become Keyblade wielders. It also used to be Daybreak Town, the central hub for the mobile game. So do with that information what you will. Fuck the Demon Tide.
So I looked it up. It was in A Link to the Past, and it was I think, and it was the Chris Houlihan room. And
Oh,
someone...
that's the ending. That's the end of the game.
Oh,
Oh man, I want
what's
to
this
see
stuff? Secrets?
I don't know, and I need 200. I need to complete 280 missions, and I don't really want to do that. Do we want to just beat the game here?
Yeah, why not?
All right, let's do it.
Screw it, you know?
Once you enter this world, you'll not be able to save until you clear it. Do you still want to enter?
Yeah, whatever.
All right, here we go, guys. This is the end game.
Woo! Oh,
It's Kairi, I think.
we
Yep.
woke up in the sky.
It's the final world.
All right.
This is where people go when they die.
Skyland.
This place.
Sky and ocean.
OMG, and Sid did something. I missed that earlier.
Also, I just saw Xehanort wielding many Keyblades in a way that's very reminiscent. One game I recognize Kailum from. Oh, really? Yeah, Scala ad Kailum, I believe it means stairway to heaven. Or gateway to heaven, or something like that. Gateway to the heavens. The final world. This is where people go when they die. You get to explore this very briefly in KH3, and it's one of my favorite worlds. Final Fantasy 15. No, that's on purpose. That's absolutely on purpose. Nomura was salty about that. Oh. Oh. Oh, we're playing as Kairi!
And she's floating.
Oh, this is cool. We get to play as Kairi.
For a very short time.
I will take it.
I'll take it.
What I was saying earlier is that, like, while the endgame is a mess, facing off against the organization, like, gauntlet style, is pretty cool. Especially the final Xehanort fights, like when you face Ansem, Xemnas, and young Xehanort all at the same time, and they're, like, working together.
Oh, the world is just a sky.
And ocean. Don't forget about the ocean.
Where?
Below us.
Yeah,
no, that's what we were standing on.
Oh, it's more sky.
No, it's
sky.
It's water. We were standing on water.
I don't think that's right.
That was fun. Glad that Kairi render did not go to waste in this game. But yeah, no, the Kylem thing is probably on purpose. Oh. Doesn't look quite as good as it... I noticed that it's not at quite the 60 FPS as it is on the... Or the cutscene doesn't look as good as it smooth as it does on PS4, but that's to be expected because this is on the Switch, and that's okay. It doesn't have to look perfect. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, what's this? Oh shit.
It's some running. What the fuck is this?
It's Kairi's memories.
Oh, right.
Remember, she's from Radiant Garden.
Oh, from when she was baby.
Yeah, from when she was like 4.
You can't come in.
Oh shit! Well, she's going
You
in
can't
anyway.
hide with us.
Well, she's gonna go in there anyway, cause, him. Alright, this is probably gonna be important.
This world will be engulfed in darkness. Everything you care about, and everyone you love.
Wow.
Will die.
If you truly possess the power of a Princess of Heart, your heart will resonate with the Keyblade wielders, and I believe you can lead me to that wielder's world. That is the only possible way to save ours. You see, this is more than an experiment. It's hope. Like most, you probably believe that nothing exists outside of this world you live in. And yet, there are countless other worlds. You can see them sparkle brilliantly in the night
Like how he's doing
sky.
the gesturing.
Through that
That's like he
sea
does
of
in Nobodies.
stars, fate will guide your ship to where you are meant to be.
Oh.
Yeah.
However, if you arrive in a world that's neither of light nor darkness, but somewhere on the other side,
Other side.
your task will be far from easy.
If I accidentally kill you.
You must abandon your search. We have failed.
Other side? What does that mean?
Oh, it's those tubes.
Yeah, no, I figured that's how she ended up there in the first place. But what does other
Remember
side
the
mean?
tubes?
What does other side mean? Because we know about the realm between, we know about light and dark, we know about sleep, data, memories. Oh, that's her heart. that you had
Why
to
is it
reassemble.
a crystal?
Well, it's like a representation of her heart that you had to reform in the DLC in Remind. It's in pieces now. There's a reason other than hearts Kairi reached Destiny Islands, the other worlds. Yeah, well, like, the main reason Kairi reached Destiny Islands was because of the charm that Aqua put on Kairi's necklace. And also, yeah, her heart resonated with either Sora or Riku. Oh,
With Riku.
yeah. But probably also Sora. More than likely Sora. I like this version of her theme. I like Kairi's theme in general. It's
So are you just sort of endlessly sky drifting until things
Yes.
happen?
pretty much, it looks like. But there's a timer on this, like there is with all the rest of the music.
Oh, on the right, it's you picking up the things.
Yes.
I see. Yeah, I think you're right about that. With the he sent her away, but then the charm got her there safely.
Yes. But it did also lead Xehanort back to Destiny Islands, which is one of the... Not the first place he destroyed, but you know what I mean. It allowed him to carry out his plans. And then Riku destroyed the Destiny Islands by opening that door. Okay. Yeah,
Just had-
Scientist Ansem is the one that sent her away, yes.
Looks
That
like
is
she-
what happened.
Looks like she just had a factory
We
reset
know
her
that for a
heart.
fact because of the Ansem reports.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. And you is?
Who is
Who are
you?
Show your face.
Oh. Hello. Wasn't expecting you.
Not so fast, my dear.
You're the one who keeps messing
Yep,
with my
that's
fate.
true.
If it weren't for everything that you've done, then Sora and everyone
Yep.
would be safe.
True.
Even if you're not really here, and this is just a memory or illusion, I won't let you walk away.
You're right. I set you adrift in another world and drastically.
Can I just say
alter
Christopher
the
Lloyd was an
course of
excellent
your
choice
fate.
for
In the
Xehanort's
end, you were
voice for this?
destroyed by my hand, paving the way for Sora's
He really is.
disappearance.
Oh shit!
Kick his ass!
Go, Kairi! Ah, damn it. But to be fair, it's Xehanort, so... Oh! Damn, he's strong for an old dude.
You've become quite the Keyblade wielder. For
Me.
Oh. Now he's Xemnas. Now he's Ansem. And now
The one without a shirt.
he's Ansem before he had a body.
Potato sack, as I like to call him.
And now he's Terra Nord, aka Apprentice Nord.
Before, when my heart and body were still united as one, I told you about what would happen if we were to fail. If you arrive in a world that's neither of light nor darkness, but somewhere on the other side, your task will be far from easy. That is the answer I have.
We just
for
saw
you.
that cutscene.
Yeah, but it's to remind her.
What does that mean?
I think it's just specifically point out, no, that's what you need to focus on.
It means die harder, bitch.
Hey, look, it's Yenzo, Evan, and Ansem.
If you arrive in a world that's neither of light nor darkness, but somewhere on the other side, your task will be far from easy.
Yes, he said that's the answer.
Not of light or darkness, but on the other side?
I've never heard of a place like that.
Sure, keep telling yourself that.
Something else
Brain
he said
power.
perplexes me. Your voice can't reach us. I'm certain of where your heart is.
Yeah.
You would assume that he's referring to the realm of darkness, but that clearly isn't the case
All right,
here,
let's see
wouldn't you say?
what's going to happen here.
Where voices can't reach. The other side of our world. Of reality. Unreality. A fictional
Oh!
Fictional?
Actually, no, that makes sense, considering.
I'm afraid
I think that
such
makes sense,
mysteries
considering
are
Yozora.
beyond our comprehension.
Maybe Mickey or Master Yen Sid knows.
Any news?
Hey, it's Riku! Best boy. Real world.
Riku!
Oh, Kairi.
Hey, look,
The
they're
other side
interacting-
is Marvel.
Can I just say,
Now. How come you're here?
I'm happy to see
Well,
these two interacting with each other.
Actually, I found
And
some
excited
info
to see
about
each other.
Sora.
Really? We got something too.
You did? Oh.
Oh yeah, she was with Riku. I forgot about that at the end of the DLC.
Oh, this lady.
Excuse me, dears. I certainly didn't mean to
Forgot
stop
about her
you.
existence.
If you're not expecting magic,
Yeah.
it can't
No,
be
she
a
just shows up at the end of the
surprise.
DLC to help Riku.
No kidding.
Because she's the dream expert.
Now then, I am the fairy godmother, and it's a pleasure to meet you all.
She came here at Yen Sid's request. He said she's got a clue that might help us find Sora.
Yen Sid sent you?
That's right.
She's gonna poke somebody's eye out with that
Sora,
wand.
we need 3 keys.
3 keys.
First,
What?
Riku, and then, of course, there's you, dear
Real world, the
Kairi.
actual Final Fantasy worlds.
Okay.
With Riku's dreams and Kairi's memories, you two have already done your part.
Kairi's memories.
Yes. We performed an examination of Kairi's heart and obtained an important clue from the lost memories it contains, which is that there's another world on the other side of ours that's not of darkness or light.
Riku, what did you dream?
Oh. Well, since Sora disappeared, I've been having dreams about a large city with tall buildings. Apparently, that's the clue.
Emergency
A
vehicles out on the
city.
highway.
Maybe that's what Xehanort was talking
Oof.
about. A
city.
fictional world.
Oh.
A fictional world?
Yes, perhaps. The 3 realms of our world. Light, darkness, and between. These are all places we can travel to, because they are on our side. This also includes the worlds of memories, data, and dreams. If I am correct, then this other side of our
Internet
world,
world.
from which voices cannot reach,
Beach episode
Place.
world.
be a
Side
place
of our
outside
reality.
of our reality. Namely, it must be unreality, or fiction. But that is the extent
The
of
Lego
our
version of this
knowledge.
world.
No, it's Toy Box.
So I thought we should go to Mickey and Master Yen Sid to ask about it.
I'm not quite sure they'll be able to help you, my dear.
Then, what now?
Oh, you forget? There are 3 people
Yeah,
who hold the
you
key.
just said that.
There's still one more. One with a strong will and a very precious dream.
Who is it?
You'll see. I'll introduce you.
Huh?
And oh, we're here again.
Wait, we don't know him yet?
And I think we do. Also, this is the actual final world and not the one in Kairi's memories, it looks like.
No cliffhangers. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I don't think we're gonna end on a cliffhanger.
This place.
You know it?
Yeah, Riku's never been here.
Yeah. I came here with Sora. And also in my
Yozora.
dreams while I slept.
Yo, Sora!
This is the final world.
The afterlife.
But there's no one here.
That's not true. Why don't you look closer?
Also, I would like to appreciate the fact that Riku sounds like a normal human in this. Because in KH3, he does not sound like a normal human.
Oh, yeah, those stars.
Yeah. I think that's where this is going. Remember there's that one that Sora talks to?
Mm-hmm.
The stars. I never noticed.
Yes. Strong hearts gather here after death until they are ready to move on. I'm sure she's around
Yep,
here somewhere.
it's who I think it is.
She?
The final key.
How does the fairy godmother know about all this?
She's omniscient, I guess.
Maybe. Oh. More helpful than Yin Sid. Oh, okay. Drop the D-bomb, why don't you?
We found you. We've been searching all over for you, my dear.
Do I know you?
This Disney-related media?
I don't think so.
I'm Kairi. It's a pleasure to meet you. You're all able to retain your appearance in this world. I met someone else who could do that.
So she's the final key?
That's right, dear. Now we finally have all 3.
But how exactly can she help?
It's simple. She came from the world on the other side.
What?
You see, she's very special. Her form was taken from her, but she managed to find her way here. If she goes back to her world, her heart will certainly be stolen. Right, dear?
Oh. Yes. It seems you know a
Yeah,
lot
of course
about
it was
me.
hard finding her.
A little. And I would use my magic to change you back if I could. But I'm afraid that's impossible while you're in this form. Don't fret, though. I believe that we'll find a way to make your dream come true very soon.
No, this is not Strelitzia. This is not Strelitzia.
Although I thought it was.
Me
wanna
too,
help
but
make that happen.
Apparently it's somebody else.
Will it lead us to Sora?
Oh, I'm afraid it's not that simple. First, we must get to her world. She can open a path for us, and you can use the power of waking to go there.
The power of
Riku has it
waking.
too.
Sorry, but did I hear you say Sora? Wait, do you know him? Yes. He was here.
Star.
He encouraged me not to give up. Did something happen to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave
Sora
up.
disappeared.
No.
He's a good friend of ours. So
Good
we've
friend.
been
He's your
looking for
best
him.
friend.
We kind of
Right
know him.
now, we think he's in a big city.
I went to
full
school
of
with him
tall
when we were in high
buildings.
school.
Ring
Any bells?
A
Tall
city full of
buildings.
tall buildings.
What we got?
Quadratum?
Gesundheit?
It has
Sorry.
more skyscrapers than any other city I know. That must be it.
Quadricycle.
Is that where Sora is?
There's no way of knowing.
Fortum.
But I believe it is possible.
Yeah, Lemon, we're lost too.
I think I kind of get what's going on.
I'm not sure exactly what's happening.
I guess she's a character we haven't met yet.
If Sora
She's
is
the
in
girl
trouble,
in the Virum Rex
I
video.
want to help. Please let me know.
Oh,
what
you
need
think?
from me.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah. You remember the Virum Rex trailer in the Toy Story world, which, you know, is kind of a joke?
Barely.
Yeah, but there's a girl in that that Yuzora and his buddies are trying to save from the robots.
Ah,
I think that's her.
bizarre.
That's a portal. Oh.
She aireth herself off.
I'm afraid this is as much as I can do. It's up to you, Riku, to take care of the rest.
Hmm.
I want to go.
Kairi, that's
All
not...
the souls are stars here. Yeah, they are. Oh, she's not going, is she?
Yeah.
Well, if she goes and dies, then they have to start this whole thing over again.
Yeah.
But I know that I can't. I need to
Get
finish
it on the
training.
job. That's what Sora and Riku did.
I need to become stronger. And when I do, I'll be right there next to you and Sora.
Oh, she would slow him down.
Yeah.
Good.
I think Lemon.
But first, I'll go explain everything to Donald and Goofy, and to
Yeah,
make
do
sure
that. That's
Nessie
actually pretty
and Sid-
important. Also, yeah, I think you're right, Lemon. I think she got Luna'd
Be careful
because
out there, dear, and try
main
not to
female
do
character in
anything
Final
too
Fantasy
reckless.
games.
Okay, I haven't seen that, but I'm
Straight
gonna
back if you
agree.
encounter any trouble.
Okay,
I will.
but no, I think it makes sense for Kairi not to go yet. I think Kairi should get her own
You know,
game.
he looks good in a V-neck t-shirt. That
Who,
really
Riku?
works for him.
I mean, Riku looks good in general. The boy is built.
He's built different.
Yeah, I mean, like, have you?
There's this girl on TikTok who's talking about how she would survive any serial killer because she's just built different. It's just like this running joke.
Yeah. Oh, there goes Riku to Quadratum. How much you want to bet that's like? I don't know what language, but it probably means square or something. It sounds like it would mean square, which means
He's a tall boy.
He is a tall boy. He's also
Tall
muscly.
boy.
He's very muscly.
We love tall boy.
All right, so now what? I assume credits. Maybe another. I assume there's probably like a post-credit scene or something.
That's probably what you unlock with that weird area that you couldn't get to.
Maybe.
I don't know, maybe.
Oh.
There's surely a secret scene somewhere.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh?
Probably
Are you
credits.
getting to play again?
It's the credits.
When you walk away.
It doesn't look like it's gonna be that.
I know. Well,
Okay, I think I'm gonna make a prediction right now. They have multiple things in mind for Kingdom Hearts. One of those, I believe, is one of the new extensions to the mobile game called Dark Road, which is Xehanort's backstory. The other things, I think they're gonna make a Kairi game and maybe a Riku game.
huh.
Like Riku go exploring Quadratum looking for Sora, and then Kairi doing stuff back in the Realm of Light.
Yeah.
Becoming a better Keyblade wielder. Donald! Goofy! Alright, but now that we've pretty much wrapped this game up, I really enjoyed this. It's a nice little recap of the series. And, you know, it's just fun.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's kind of got me excited for the future of the series. It's Aladdin!
Oh my
Are all
god.
the guest characters gonna show up? That'd be awesome.
I guess so.
Yep, there's Ariel.
She's a fish.
Yep. Hercules!
Are Keyblade a thing in the Quadratum
Pan.
place? Good question. I don't know.
I kind of doubt it. I doubt...
No, in Quadratum they have guns. Guns only.
I mean,
We're going dark.
I mean, Yuzora has a freaking what's it called? Crossbow.
Oh yeah. I was joking, but it probably is like projectile based.
And a laser sword. I think it's going to be more technology based than magic.
I want laser eyes then.
I think when they say unreality or fiction, I think it means like it's a different
dimension?
A different like a different universe with different laws and different rules.
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Which I think that could be cool. Roxas!
Techno magic. And once again, we're left with more questions than answers.
I think that's okay.
Yeah.
I think that's okay.
That's the Kingdom Heart way.
And there's the other two. I didn't see them pop on the screen because they kind of blended in with the background.
The redhead and the girl.
Yeah. But I like those characters. Ventus!
People simped for Axel so hard in the second game, they had to bring him back. And literally all the other anime boys they made.
Well, okay, here's the thing about... He was initially supposed to die at the beginning of KH2, but then Nomura, during the middle of development, was like, no, let's keep him around for just a little bit longer. Also, like, Axel's a great character.
He's great.
I love Axel.
I swear, his character is the reason that they were like, okay, we're just gonna bring everybody back.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
I think that's okay.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's
And
Kingdom
also,
Hearts.
like, I'm also gonna say this.
It's a different, that's totally fictional since it's not theirs. Techno magic is kind of a thing in Final Fantasy sometimes, maybe.
Yeah, no, it is.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, no, techno magic is a thing, so it's gonna be different.
Fascinating.
I'm gonna have to look up what quadratum means.
Anyway, look forward to me rolling out of bed at 12 tomorrow and hopping on the stream at 1.
Don't think we're quite done with this game yet.
Oh,
I'm sure
boy.
there's gonna be a final cutscene.
I don't know, I feel like it's something that they're gonna be like, oh, you have to get perfect in every song and then you unlock it or something.
Oh, I doubt they'd do that. They've been a lot more lenient about unlocking cutscenes for a while now.
Ooh, you're right. Kingdom Hearts 3 is weak sauce in terms of like secret things.
I think that's okay. Because remember, in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, you have to complete the whole journal to get those special CG scenes.
Yeah.
And I think that's ridiculous.
Kingdom Hearts 1 was especially hard to unlock because you had to beat Sephiroth.
Yeah, and Xemnas. If you're playing the Final Mix version.
Yeah. Hey, friendos.
Fuck.
Doesn't help that the credits are getting in the way.
No. Ah, fuck, I fucked up the last one.
Good show.
Oh well. Oh my god, Mickey's ears are in the right axis considering the angle. Oh yeah, no, that's how,
yeah.
that's how Mickey's ears work.
They're strange.
Alright, let's see if there's a final cutscene. Like a final post-credit scene. There's usually a post-credit scene in Kingdom Hearts, so you know. Taking a while to load. Yep, final cutscene. Okay, it's Kairi reporting back to Yen Sid. That makes sense.
Riku went alone? But that's way
Oh,
too
he's worried for his.
dangerous. I have to go
He's
back
worried for his son.
now.
And they're like, nope.
Do not be hasty, Mickey.
But Master Yen said he's all alone in a world we know nothing about.
Precisely. We have never faced something like this before. Which is why we must remain calm.
Riku can handle himself. He can, though.
Yeah.
He's the most capable out of any of them.
Kairi,
True.
Besides Aqua.
this information you bring us, it comes from Xehanort during his time as a researcher?
Yes.
Then that means he must have been aware of this
Mickey,
other
my
world
tall boy.
for quite
Yeah,
some
it's his
time.
son.
But we
My
defeated Xehanort. Is there anybody else we can ask?
Alright.
When I was still serving as a Keyblade
I didn't have a pool
master,
noodle wrapped around my
it
head.
was known that the ancient masters had crossed over into
Oh.
another world. I surmised that Xehanort looked more
He's talking
deeply
about, like,
into
the
that
Union
world.
Cross Masters, the Foretellers.
The ancient
Oh, yeah,
Keyblade
probably.
Masters.
Yeah.
For now, we must reach out to those in Radiant Garden, the land of departure.
Everybody
and
else.
Twilight Town, who are searching for Sora, to inform them of what we have learned and have them halt their respective efforts.
Because everyone else.
Donald, Goofy, I leave this to you.
Is Kairi gonna go in?
And Kairi,
Hang on, wait.
will you
Let's see what happens.
continue your training as you were before?
Actually, I'd like to study
Oh,
under
hell
Master
yes.
Aqua.
That is an excellent
Actually,
idea.
no, I want to see that
I
as a game.
approve.
Thank
I think
you.
Aqua would be a fun teacher.
And you, Mickey,
Yes.
I task you with the investigation of this new world and how it is related to the ancient Keyblade Masters.
But how?
Figure it out.
Oh, wait.
You'll begin in the world of Scala ad
Oh. So Mickey's going to Scala, Donald and Goofy are going to tell everyone to stop what they're doing, and Kairi's going to train with Aqua. Interesting. There's a lot of different things that could come from this. Although, I would love to see a game with Kairi traveling with Donald and Goofy.
I'm
'cause that'd be
sorry,
fun.
Jensen. Well, I do know something, but you didn't ask, so
That's usually how he does
so I
things.
didn't tell you.
There's a name missing in that quote, and it hurts.
Yeah, Donald, Goofy. Oh right,
Sora.
he's dead.
Well, no, he's just
Ish.
somewhere. He's somewhere else.
He's deadish.
He's somewhere else.
Dead to the world, anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, what I was gonna say is, I'm excited for what this could mean for the future. We're not gonna get any new announcements till probably mid to late next year, because 2022 is Kingdom Hearts' 20th anniversary. So I imagine they'll do something big for that, like with Dream Drop Distance, for the 10th anniversary and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
Libin, we got no answers. No thoughts, head empty. I do want to see a big fun road trip with Aqua and Kairi.
I imagine Aqua would be
fucking
a
shit
much
up.
more hands-on trainer. Like, okay, listen, I was formally trained, but I also did a lot of exploring of worlds. So we're gonna do that for you because, hey, it worked for Sora and Riku. It could work for you.
And she's already done formal training.
Yeah, so I feel like Aqua would be the best person.
Now she
to-
just needs XP
yes.
and learn how to dodge roll, because that's very important.
She can dodge slide.
Not enough, Will.
Okay.
Not enough in this world.
Yeah. You can
Or
also
the
make
next.
a barrier. Oh, sweet. Cool. Anyway, this game was great. This is a fun game. I enjoyed it. It's kind of a celebration of the series, really.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Kind of wanted to just... Oh, I wanted to get through all of this. Oh, unlocked all story archive movies. Clear the game and view the ending. Cool.
You did it.
Alright, we're exit that
It's
now.
over now.
Okay, yeah, no, but that was a lot of fun. I really like this game.
It's over, isn't it?
Okay, no more of that. We really don't want to risk that copyright.
You got it.
Yeah. Also, that's Cartoon Network, not Disney.
I know.
Yeah. Anyway.
Safer option.
But yeah, I'm excited for what will come with Kingdom Hearts. Obviously, again, we're not going to get any big announcements till next year. But I will probably play the rest of the series at some point. A teacher, but I am good enough. What would my master think of it? Character arc for Aqua.
Oh yeah, like how do I become best teacher? Yeah, that'd be cute.
No, that'd be fun. I would love to see Aqua and Kairi road trip.
I want to see Aqua
with
freak
maybe
out.
Donald and Goofy.
I want to see Aqua freak out and be like, "I failed you," and Kairi being like, "You just forgot to tell me read the instructions, Aqua."
That'd be good.
Or something.
Yeah, I imagine I'm gonna make some predictions. I imagine someone else will go with Mickey, like maybe Ven and Terra. That could be fun.
Oh.
Yeah, and then like the Twilight Town gang will be there. I don't know what they'll do.
And they'll be there too.
The thing is, Axel and Syx, they both have something to do because they're trying to look for that person that they the girl that was one of the experiments.
Experiment girl.
Yeah, who I'm pretty sure is one of the characters from the mobile
Miss
game.
Experiment.
Subject X, but I know her. I assume it's Skuld from the mobile games.
No idea. Didn't play the mobile games.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited to see what's going to happen with the future of this series.
We're gonna find out.
But yeah, hopefully, here's hoping that Xehanort is now in 6 feet in the ground for good. Because, yeah. But yeah, I'm curious to see where this goes. Well, especially because I'm pretty sure the Master of Masters is going to be the new big bad. So yeah, I have that to look forward to. I was listening to his theme the other day on the soundtrack. It's insane. Like, it's like this crazy like piano and like strings and stuff. And I'll have you listen to it later. It's really cool.
Okay, yeah, interesting.
Okay, yeah.
No.
Number I was Shion. Yeah.
Yee.
Yeah. That's her Number I. That's just her name backwards. That's where Shion's name come from. It's N-O and then the I because her number in the organization is imaginary. Because she exists even less than the Nobodies.
Imaginary.
Yeah. Which is pretty rude.
No, thank you. I'm cool.
Okay.
I'm good without that.
So that was the end of that. Next week, I don't know what I'm playing. We got this. Play this.
Oh, No More Heroes 2.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Or you haven't played Going Under yet.
I haven't
play a little bit of that
yet.
too.
Yeah, I did kind of purchase that to play on my own, but I could play that on stream too.
Well, you don't have to.
Yeah, we'll see. I do kind of want to. We could probably play both of these next week. Like I could switch off. Like I do want to kind of play this though, since I just finished this one, and I want to kind of get right into this one.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, it's also a fairly
do
short
what you
game.
want.
Yeah,
it's your stream. You can do what you want
to. And then I don't know what else after that. I don't know when I'll be playing Hyrule Warriors. I'm kind of gonna wait until Nintendo stops banning people on Twitch for playing that because that was a thing this past couple of days. So
weird thing.
Yeah, it was a thing today. So we're not gonna worry about that. But I do promise I will start doing that. Anyway, let's wrap this up. So yeah, I'll be streaming. When are we going to?
Wait, you mean for?
Yes, for holidays.
Wednesday.
Okay, so no stream Wednesday. Got it.
So probably just Monday.
Tuesday.
Just Tuesday.
Okay. All right, so I'm only going to be streaming on Tuesday next week.
You can do Friday too.
Oh really?
Well, yeah, we're gonna come home Thursday night.
Okay, so I'm only gonna be streaming Tuesday and Friday next week because of stuff. It'll be the holidays next week, and yeah. So yeah, just no stream on Wednesday, and obviously no stream on Thursday. Like an even bigger reason than normal. So yeah. So be sure to check Tuesday and Friday streams out. 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll be playing games. And then tomorrow, come over to Ukulele Kaylee and watch Kaylee here play Slay the Spire. That'll be at 1 p.m. Central Time. I will be there. help out and provide tech support. We're probably just gonna leave these mic stands up overnight.
Leave them up.
Yep, I'll take the microphone.
Are you gonna be on the stream with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could provide commentary, and also you're gonna need someone to help you set everything up. I'm also gonna have to change the stream key here on OBS to yours.
Maybe you can host me too, so if people have troubles finding me, it'll be.
This is true. I will be hosting Kaylee, so you know, we'll make it a bit easier. Must remember.
Must
Yeah.
do it. Remember.
Yeah, but I will be hosting Kaylee, so if you want to watch her through my channel, you can also do that. So
if you wake up late and stumble in later, that's cool too.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. So anyway, with all that being said, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like that and you haven't already, you can follow me here on Twitch to get notifications for when I go live. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for schedule updates, as well as just like just stuff that I might post, like cat photos. I post a lot of cat photos, and I retweet a lot of dumb memes. Usually Pokemon or like just game or anime related.
I am a dumb meme.
Yeah. Anyway, so there are links to all of those in my Twitch bio. Oh, there's also a link to my YouTube channel, which you can subscribe to. Check out all of the archives of my streams, so be sure to check that out. Once again, thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. But good night, and a great weekend. Bye, everybody!